And then if I move, I probably move.
Does that mean it's go?
Yes, it'll tell you right up here. Okay. My name is Karina Palacio, and this is my Module 2 D&E. I'm going to be showing adding fractions for 5th grade. My word problem is, during a pie eating contest, Ruby ate 3/4 of a pie and Kathy ate 1/8 of a pie. How much of the pie did they eat all together? So let's look at a problem and take out our important notes. We have, the question is asking for how much of the pie did they eat all together? So all together, which means we're going to put together and it means combine, so we're doing addition. We have 3/4 of the pie and 1/8 of the pie. So 3/4 and 1/8. You can also write it as 1/8 plus 3/4, but it doesn't really matter because of our commutative property of addition. For now, let's stick with 3/4 plus 1/8. Before we begin adding our fractions, let's go over some vocabulary. So we have our numerator and our denominator, which is, let's use 3/4 as an example. Our denominator is the bottom of the fraction, and our numerator is the top part of our fraction. We can also think of this as the top part of the fraction is our part of our whole, and the bottom is the whole. So 4ths would be the whole, and 3 would be the part of the whole. Usually the whole is 1. Okay. So the two models that I'm going to show you today is the linear model and the area model. And we're going to begin with the linear model. So let's write our equation. 3/4 plus 1/8 equals. Okay. So for the linear model, I have our number line from 0 to 1 because we're using the part of the whole. So let's do 3/4 first. I'm going to mark where the 1/2. So we split it into 1, 2, 3/4 for the 4. So we're going to have, let's see, 3, 4, 2 out of 4, and 1, 4. 1, 4, 2, 4, 3/4, and number 1 can also be said as 4/4. So we have our 3/4. Let's put a mark right there. And then now let's do the 1/8. For the 1/8, we can also put on a number line. We split the 1 into 8 parts, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So let's write that down here. 1/8, 2/8, 3/8, 4/8, 5/8, 6/8, 7/8, and 8/8. I want you to notice that we have some equivalent fractions right here. Let's do the 3/4. 3/4 is equivalent to 6/8. 2/4 is equivalent to 4/8, and 1/4 is equivalent to 2/8. You can also simplify these, so the 6/8 can be simplified into 3/4. Our 4/8 can be simplified into 2/4, and our 2/8 can be simplified into 1/4. And of course, our whole can be simplified into 1. So now that we see that we have sections of 1/8, and we're adding from 3/4, so we're beginning at the 3/4. Instead of jumping a 1/4, we're going to jump 1/8. Because 3/4 plus 1/8, so this is our ending point. And let's look down here. It will equal 7/8. So 3/4 plus 1/8 is 7/8. And that's how you would do this using the linear model. Okay, now we can do the area model. With the area model, we're going to use squares because those are easier to see. So let's see, 3/4. So we're splitting the whole into 4, and then 1/8 So there's the 4, 5, 6, and then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. We've split it into 8 pieces. So now let's shade it in. We have our 3/4, so let's do 1, 2, 3 out of 4, and then 1 out of 8. So we're just going to shade this part in right here. Okay. So because we're adding it, it means that we're going to be combining these two. We can either combine this part over here or this one over here. It's a lot easier if you take the smaller portion and add it to the big one. So let's see. So you can see that we can also divide this one into 8s. So I'm going to do that real quick. It's still going to be the same. Now we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 8 parts of 4. So you can also make this, let's see. The 3/4 is also 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 6/8. So they're equivalent fractions. So you know that you have the same number. So let's put our 1/8 over here. Let's see. We have one section, so 1/8. And now let's count all our parts that are shaded in. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So 7 out of 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So our answer is 7/8. 3/4 plus 1/8 equals 7/8. And that's how you would use our linear model and area model to solve fractions when you're going to add them.